I am Dr. Suresh Chandra. Today we are starting very important chapter Mendel's law. Gregor John Mendel, 1822 to 1884, is also known as father of genetics. Gregor John Mendel published a paper that first proposed the existence of gene word gene and presented a model for how they were inherited. Mendel's work was the first step on a long road involving many hard working scientists that lead to our present understanding of gene and what genes do. Gregor Mendel studied inheritance of traits in pea plant. He proposed a model where pair of heritable elements or genes specified trait. Genes come in different versions or allele. A dominant allele hides a recessive allele and determine the organism appear in other generation. When an organism makes gamete, each gamete receives just one gene copy which is selected randomly. This is known as law of segregation. Mendel proved their law. A Punnett square used to predict genotypic allele combination. Their allele gene and phenotype. They can observe traits of offspring of genetic crossing. A test cross can be used to determine whether an organism with a dominant phenotype is homozygous or heterozygous. Similar gamete homozygous and different type of gametes called heterozygous. Write down this slide. Mendel experiment on pea plant. Why Mendel choice pea plant? Mendel, after carefully study, selected the pea plant for many reasons. Some reasons are described in this slide. Number one, the pea plant were easy to grow and maintain. It is molecularly distinct of contrasting character. The pea plant is an annual plant, and so many generations of the plant can be studied in a short period of time. And other pea are naturally self-pollination, but can also be cross-pollinate. These 7 contrasting characters are focused Gregor John Mendel. Number 1, flower color, plant height, seed color, seed shape, pot color, pot shape, flower position. Mendel saw 2 types of trait. Number 1, dominant and recessive. At first, flower color purple and white, but we are used mostly in red and white, and plant height tall and short. Seed color yellow and green. Seed shape round and wrinkle. Pot color green and yellow as well. The next slide you saw the law of Mendel. So these two different type of traits, dominant and recessive. Purple color is always dominant in white color, and tall character of plant is always dominant in short, and seed color in yellow is always dominant in green. And continue this slide. By carefully analyzing his pea plant number, he was really good at a mathematician, statistician. He discovered three laws of inheritance. They are mostly popular in genetics. Mendel's law are as followed. Number one, the law of dominance. Number second, the law of segregation. Number third, the law of independent assortment. Today, in this video, we are only discuss about law of dominance. Mendel noticed in that very brief description of his work that the word chromosome or gene are nowhere to be found. That is because the role of these things in relation to inheritance and heredity had not been discovered yet. The law of dominant. In a cross of parents that are pure for contrasting trait, male and female. Example maybe Mendel's started color in flower, white color and red color, purple also red color. Only one of form of the trait will appear in the next generation if cross about red color flower and white color flower, then the next generation only appear in red color flower. Why? Because the red color is the purple and we used in red. Red color is dominant color in the flower, white flower color. So the offspring that are hybrid for a trait will have only the dominant trait in the phenotype. This is the experiment. TT is tall plant and small t is a gamete of short plant. Their gamete T, capital T and short plant gamete small t and small t. If short plant and long plant crossed in F1 generation, 100% result is tall plant. All of the gene combination tall, short, and tall, short, because the tall character is dominant in short character. So the F1 generation is so only tall character, but their genotypic, their gene is both type plant. This law states that is a heterozygous condition. The allele whose characters are expressed over the other allele is called the dominant allele, and the character of this dominant allele are called dominant character. They are dominant. The character that appear in the F1 generation are called as dominant character. The recessive character appear in the F2 generation. They are proved. Second law of segregation. This is the red flower color. Their gamete are capital R and capital R, and white flower we show their gamete small r and small r. If F1 generation crossed and the result of F1 generation show 100% of gamete capital R and small r, it means 100% flower show the red color of flower. This is the law of dominance. Thank you. Thanks a lot.